A woman, seeking adventure, was walking on a sky bridge 100 meters high. But she didn't realize the sky bridge beneath her feet was on the verge of collapse. Her curly-haired companion couldn't muster the courage to disturb her. He gently reminded her of the safety rope and told her to stay still. The best way to handle this situation was for the woman to balance herself without panicking. But her friend was afraid she might not make it. She said loudly, "I don't think she'll survive." To be honest, this friend was indeed a cause of trouble. Hearing this, the woman panicked. She started moving forward quickly out of fear. But suddenly, there was a strong tremor in the ground, causing the unstable sky bridge to suddenly collapse. She was about to fall, but fortunately, her safety rope was strong and saved her. Her companions felt a little relief, but the danger was not over yet. The woman was now hanging in the air. She couldn't move forward or backward, and the worst part was that the iron chain had already weakened. Now it remained to be seen how serious the situation would get. The curly-haired friend immediately took out a rope and threw it towards Lisa. Then everyone started pulling her together and after a lot of effort, finally pulled her up safely. It was a very dangerous moment. After this incident, everyone abandoned the plan to climb to the top of the mountain. Now their only priority was to get out of there as soon as possible. But the trouble was that the only bridge back had already collapsed. Now they had no other way but to cross this mountain and find another way down. Fortunately, there were many stairs built on the rock, but the problem was that this rock was 100 meters high. A small mistake could push them towards death. Having no other option, they started moving forward very carefully. They kept climbing for an unknown amount of time. But then Lisa saw that the steel railing ahead was strangely broken and then they would pull everyone else with a rope. But as they moved forward, Jade, who was mentally weak, started panting heavily and her body started trembling. Light told her to stay calm and steady herself. Another friend of hers also consoled her and stopped her from being afraid. But their words were not even complete when Jade started shaking more in panic. Fortunately, the safety rope saved her from falling. Light wanted to pull her up, but Jade's condition was bad. She started struggling wildly out of fear, which increased the pressure on the steel railing. Suddenly, Jade stopped moving. "We both will fall. Please stop, I beg you." This scene was also terrifying for the rest of the girls. In the further story, they climb the mountain, but then a deranged person attacks them. During the struggle, Jade gets deep wounds twice. The situation worsens when they get trapped in a dangerous trap. At night, heavy rain starts. Due to cold and hunger, they start feeling weak. Then Bisha gets hit by an arrow and gets injured. Before anyone could understand anything, a mysterious force pulls her and her companion away. Soon, the survivors reach a deserted house, where they see many dead bodies in a basement. Meanwhile, Jade betrays them and joins hands with a dangerous person. Finally, when the bloodshed starts, there is a fierce fight between Jade and the killer, in which the killer is badly injured. But the joy of victory doesn't last long, because the killer makes a final move, which shocks everyone. The story ends with an unexpected twist, showing that the biggest danger often comes from those we trust the most.